Today I'll teach you how to do 10 of my favorite text effects in Adobe After Effects. So I am here in my After Effects. We prepared a title and a solid background, which we will be working on for all the 10 text effects. The first one I want to show you is kind of like a jitter effect. The way we're going to get that is by using the Turbulent Displace effect here under the store. Just apply that to the text. That will kind of displace the text. What we're going to change here is just the amount, the size. These two you can play around with to get what you want. And as you can see, you get this slight displace. Next up, we're going to go into complexity. Into evolution options. I'm going to hold down Alt while I press on the cogwheel or the stopwatch next to random seed. This will just open the coding window. Don't be afraid. In here, we're just going to press or type time. Times the little star and type 10. This will just loop through the random seed evolution. So just like that, we got some jitter on the text. So I just created a new composition because it's time to show the second effect. This one is kind of similar to jitter, but it will give a more smooth look. This one is the wave warp, and you just want to search for wave warp here under distortion and just apply that to your text. Want to leave it at sign. The height is fine at 10. We want to change the width a lot. Let's do 700 just to get some smooth movement. Just like so, we have a really nice text effect here as well. Alright, so the next effect I want to show you is called a hue rotation. Just search for hue and you will find this rotate hue. Apply that to your text. This one will create two animators here. Animator 1, which will change the fill of the text so we can actually animate the hue, and a range selector, which will just change the hue here. It's a basic, it is just set for 2 seconds, but you can make it longer just by dragging the keyframes, right? And I mean, something like that, we could like change the amount of rotations, right? This might be a bit of overkill, but let's do 10 here. And just like that, right? We have more hue rotations. Pretty awesome effect, right? The next effect I want to show you is called flicker exposure. Under text, lines, and optical and flicker exposure, just apply that. This one also creates some an animate fill color. Basically, it will animate between the color of your text to black. So as you can see, it will flicker. But what if we want to have it go away when it gets black? You just gotta change the blending mode to, which one should we choose? I guess maybe linear light. Does that work? No. Light, of course. When we do this, the blacks will kind of go away and we get this pretty cool effect here. So the next effect I want to show you is just a basic glow. I know most of you probably know this effect, but I think this is such a cool effect and I think that people should use it more, right? So just go glow here on the stylize and apply that. And as you can see, we get some glow on the text. In here, I suggest always turning it up a little bit because it is a little bit, you know, on the light side. Something like this, maybe. I think this looks nice, right? Play around with it. And just like that, we get some awesome glow. And it just adds that much more to your text. Now I want to teach you some super easy animations. After Effects has a lot of built-in animations and they are super easy to use. First one, which I like, is called fade upwards. Just search for it here and apply it. And it will basically fade one word at a time. I think that's absolutely beautiful. On all these animations, you can play around with the duration of them if you want to have them go slower or faster just by moving the keyframes, right? So now it's a lot faster, you can have it go slower, right? That's what you're into. But that all depends on your movie that you're making. The next transition I want to show you is just kind of a hack. You could create a typewriter effect from scratch, or you could just search for typewriter here under animate in and just apply that to the text. You get a typewriter effect. Right, so we're almost at the end. I want to teach you one more awesome transition here called blur by word. Just apply that to the title here. This is kind of similar to the fade upwards, but this will just blur like one word at a time. And another text effect which I like is called Decoder. We kind of like loop through the letters. Just try to apply that to the text here. As you can see, it will kind of like decode the text, and that looks pretty cool. Maybe if you're doing like some glitchy stuff. So the last thing I want to show you is an effect called Foggy. Under text, blurs and fog, and this one will kind of like blur the text in a little bit. It looks pretty nice as well, right? But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, then please drop a like. Leave a comment down below letting me know which type of tutorial you'd like to see next. Also, consider subscribing to my channel. But anyways, take care.